do, because it's kind of weird now that we're not kind of like buying time for well, you know, now it's kind of weird because like now I'm pretty sure I'm not going to cast WCS NA, so I'm not necessarily kind of buying time and just killing time until that starts, right? Now we're kind of like just sort of, you know, we can wrap up the stream whenever. I'm feeling a little bit of a passion for now, so we'll do a couple more series. Well, at least do 3 more, but then we'll just see how it goes. How about that? Anyways, to the bottom right-hand side, our red Zerg player from Euronics Gaming is Nerchio here in game number 1 of this qualifying round to get into the WCS Challenger, the WCS preseason. As we have to the top left-hand side, a player who we don't see, I feel like we haven't seen a lot of lately. It is Dayshi from Armor Team, our blue Terran player. So guys, again, whatever you see in the bracket right now, in terms of future matches, they don't get played. The matches or the players will all get drawn into groups. Those groups will be played tomorrow, but there's no news currently on what those groups look like. But we will be here, 7 PM CET, 1 hour later start time than today, to cast those groups for you. And what I'm hoping is that at least we will get to see a couple of the matches, or I'm hoping that, I think all the groups play at the same time, but what I'm really hoping is that it's just not like, I really hope it's not just like, oh, the 2 first matches play at the same time as well, and then the second, and then the winners match and losers match at the same time, and then decide a match, and boom, just like that, all the groups are done. I really hope it's like, at least 1 match after the other in the group, even if all matches are at the same time. That'd be very nice in terms of being able to cast, as we do see 2 racks here from Dayshi, looking to take this first game against Nerchio. So bunker already coming down, a couple of spines are being built. And so a couple of spines here, going to look to see what they can do. Actually, drone's getting a surround and a kill here on an SCV already. And the second SCV as well already going down. I mean, that's all the SCVs on this side of the map. So already the bunker is not going to get a chance to go up, and this was just with drones. And that's not really meant to happen, as now Lings are going to look for the surround, and Nerchio, and he's going to get himself 1 Marine kill. He's going to probably get 2, and honestly, he could chase for free. And the next 2 Marines are not close, and so that's really effective already, to the point where it even cancels 1 spine crawler, and Dayshi will just cancel that bunker as well. So Dayshi cancels that bunker as well. We're just going to be seeing the Lings going to get set up to move in towards the center. So Nerchio coming in towards the middle, and we do see back at home Dayshi just setting up his CC and the factory, but obviously not a successful start for him, delaying his expansion to proxy 2 racks, and really not getting anywhere near the value out of it that he needs to. And let's continue to come on up towards this upper left-hand corner. A few more Marines here from Dayshi, getting up towards the upper left to try and get into position. For now, these Lings and Nerchio have not been too successful in doing anything so far. They just had to turn away. I mean, not really much you can do against a fully walled off Terran player. He goes into Tech Lab right away. I guess looking to just swap it with the Starport rather than build a siege tank would be kind of crazy. As Nerchio will just set up into his link speed, leaves 1 worker, and Gas takes a 3rd hatch, and for Nerchio this looks very standard. And obviously the timings are slightly off based on the fact that he had to make some links to defend the 2 racks, but other than that, yeah, for Nerchio everything's looking pretty normal. And to be fair as well, so is the command centers building up here from Dayshi too. So he's getting up into a couple of command centers, and getting those ready for the next few minutes as well, as those Lings loop around this hatchery. Let's see what's happening. Creeper spread pushing on forwards, and 2 more Lings coming in towards the middle, and Evo chamber on the way up on this bottom right hand side, and we do see the barracks just heading in towards the main base, where they'll build a tech lab and a reactor is the most likely combo. Looks like this Rax is actually just going to fly onto the factory reactor, as a Viking and Nerchio will hunt down overlords. And there is going to be a Cloak Banshee follow-up as well. Cloak already halfway done. The Banshee, first one is starting to build now. And again, there's that Viking looking for the pickup. And he is going to get the kill. For Mr. Overlord here. So nice pick off already. There's Nerchio making a ton of Lings and now a Baneler nest as well. I wonder what his plan is. Is he just going to bust? Is he just looking to try and, you know, shut Dayshi down here nice and quick? Or is he just getting set up to play defensively in case Dayshi gets aggressive himself? I guess we'll see in a moment or two. I think any more Lings than what he's already made, and it's definitely Nerchio wanting to be the aggressor himself, but now he goes into drones, which makes this obviously much harder to tell. So we are going to be seeing this Viking still moving around. I guess maybe just a combination. You know, we're going to move across the map with these lings to be aggressive and then drone behind it. Spore Crawler's on the way up. I mean, I guess if you make these lings, you may as well use them for something if an attack doesn't come. And the lings are very fast to the point where they can move across the map and see what's up. As he's actually going to go for a surround on the Marines on the ramp. Those Marines are starting to drop very quickly. The Banshee will have to turn back home, maybe? I actually don't even know if that's a good decision. It's not like Banshees are going to do a fantastic job against Zerglings. It just does a lot of kind of overkill, and you know, attacks so slow, and there's so many Zerglings, it really doesn't do too great. As you see, 8, 9, 10 workers killed off here already. Nerchio continue to do a lot of damage. 11 workers killed, almost definitely worth the Zerglings he made. A couple of SEVs spooked out in the corner as well because the depots were raised. Wow, already fantastically done here by Nerchio. Obviously, he was already in a lead. This just puts him into an even better of a lead, and it resets that Marine count for the stim packet timing, which could have been coming up. Nerchio takes a 4th hatch behind it as well, and everything is just going the way of Nerchio so far. What a way to start off this game number 1 for our Red Zerg. As we do now see a Viking and a Banshee heading out onto the map. So Viking and a Banshee heading out here. Dayshi going to be, well, still just trying to finally get some harassment done with the Banshee, and obviously with the Viking. Try and pick up more than just the 1 kill it's found. He's really not found much success with anything from the 2 racks to this defense, to the Banshee, to the Viking. I mean, everything is really done at most the bare minimum, if even that. As we're going to be seeing this Banshee coming forwards and starts to fly into a spore. I mean, that's not a great way to start off the career of this Banshee, finally making it over to this side of the map. That will finish here in a moment or so from Nerchio, as we are going to be seeing the Queens getting the kill, because it's in range of this Spore Crawler still. And so the Banshee going down, and well, at this stage, Nerchio just continues to push across towards the upper left-hand side. And he's just going to get into a position where, realistically, he's just going to push on in towards the natural, and he's probably just going to bust his way through to victory here. 2 medevacs load up, and Dayshi will see this, which should cause him to turn around, right? It should cause him to turn around. In fact, he doesn't even have a wall up, so, I mean, this tank's going to go down. Wow, Dayshi flew over this, and I just don't think he actually saw it. Wall gets blocked by these Banes running through it, and now, I mean, the entire mineral line is going to be under attack, and well, Banes up into the high ground gives access to the main base mineral line as well. More Zerglings streaming in, although those Marines are actually going to clean up those reinforced Zerglings pretty well. There's 22 workers already lost here, as Nerchio has had a pretty darn good time. 23, 24 workers now, still a few lings in this mineral line going huge, just on some of the lower health workers that are still around. One final Baneling will go down as well without doing too much else. More lings are getting set up from Nerchio in the center. He's going to morph in a few more Banelings once again. 24 Banelings going to be morphing on in. So a lot of Banes. Going to see Blenley upgrade. A few more Bane speed as well coming through here. And as Banes finish up and going to get ready to bust through the front in towards the natural expansion. Here we go. Nerchio can get ready to attack, and well, Bane speed finishes for this as well as +1 melee. So now he's 1-1, and he even rolls the Banes into the armory, which is not really the best use of Banes, but he's so far ahead. It really doesn't matter. He's going to get rid of, well, another mineral line that's access to the main base from before. More lings are just streaming in across the map. There's an attempt to drop, but Nerchio is already streaming lings in towards this. He's getting some rounds. His Queens are targeting down medevacs. GG is called. Nerchio will pick up game number 1 of this best of 3. And back. Let's do this though. To the bottom left-hand side, up a game already in the best of 3. It is our Red Zerg player from Euronics Gaming. It's Nerchio. Nerchio. To the top right-hand side, the Blue Terran. Give it up if you're cheering on Dayshi. Dayshi and Nerchio. Kind of an old-school matchup. Dayshi versus Nerchio. One that you don't see all of the time anymore, honestly. Kind of cool to see one of the older school games coming back into play. It's kind of fun, kind of different. Yeah. Don't know why my mouse keeps wanting to scroll in. No, mouse, you do not want to zoom in, I promise you. It's nothing to zoom in on, it's just a CC. It's okay, chill. This game ended the second the bunker SCV died. I mean, again, that last game really did come down to The fact that the 2 racks got shut down so freaking heavily. And I really mean it, like, so freaking heavily it got shut down. That, yeah, I think you could say that Nerchio played it pretty well, to be honest. I would say that's definitely not too much of an understatement or anything. Overlord coming in towards the upper right-hand side of the map, and we are going to be seeing this Reaper is going to be popping in a moment or so as well here for Dayshi. Reaper's about halfway done already, and again, just the command center dropping down on the natural expansion. Hatch gas pool coming up for Nerchio. And spawn pool will finish momentarily, and so there it is. The pool now up. Nice slow start up here for game number 2. Nothing crazy, nothing hectic. Buildings are in their correct bases. They're not out on the map. They're not trying to do crazy things. We're going to be seeing this Reaper is going to continue down and away towards the lower left-hand side. Look to see just what else it can get up to here. Reaper moves in towards the mineral line, and already a drone getting blasted around a little bit. Lings are going to try and grab the kill on the Reaper, or, well, try and push it away because the Reaper's trying to grab the kill on the drone. Lings speed about halfway done right now for Nerchio. A few more Lings on the way up. The hatchery building on the 3rd base as well. Also a big positive at the moment here. Nerchio just getting that down without being slowed or anything. He's actually making a chunk of Zerglings once again. It's something that Nerchio loves to do, to really just make a lot of Zerglings. As he makes a lot of Zerglings, he goes across the map and he just tries to hit a very early attack, catch a couple of Hellions perhaps and do some early damage. It can do a lot if it's given the chance. You know, if the Zerg player messes up a little bit, it really can be very successful. And right now the Reaper isn't even going to see this happening because the Zerglings are going to hide and come around towards the right hand side. Things coming up here, and the worst thing as well is these Hellions are kind of going in towards the middle of the map, so they're not even going to be in position. The Lings running forwards, and Dayshi's not paying attention. Lings are, well, he should actually have one Ling that goes onto the depot there, but he got the surround on the Hellions, and that's a big deal. And as he was worrying about that, he loses these Hellions as well. Okay, that's pretty much that's not good. I mean, he's going to lose everything on this natural expansion, which is already going to be devastating for Dayshi here. And I mean, Nerchio just drones up behind it. I mean, this is 2 mules that had quite a lot of life on them as well. Oh my god, no. The Hellions, they're not safe. Once again, the Hellions are going to be, well, chased down at the very least. And I mean, 14 workers killed already. Nerchio's going to get cancelled on this depot. And I mean, as those Hellions get chased away, this depot goes down as well. What does Dayshi actually have? He lost so much mining time here that he doesn't have any more Hellions on the way out. This is going to be GG right then and there. Alright, well, that is going to be, it. And that's going to be Nerchio taking game number 2.